Check out these images. Hurricane Melissa growing now to a Category 5 storm as it nears Jamaica. Expected to make landfall on the island Tuesday and cross Cuba and Bahamas through the middle of the week. There's a warning, though, of catastrophic and life-threatening flash flooding and landslides before that destructive wind even arrives tomorrow. The U.S. is not expected to be hit by Melissa. However, we can anticipate possible rough surf and rip currents from that. Keith's going to talk a little bit about that in his full forecast. The system is significant.
Yeah,
we're fortunate that it's not going to come to the East Coast.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's very strong, it's very well organized, and it will take a turn right over Jamaica, which we'll talk about in a second here. For us, it's just kind of a continuation of the weekend. Like yesterday was a lot like this.
Similar feel.
Yeah.
And this just continues,
Do you like
which
that
makes it feel like one long day.
Yeah, yeah, it does. It's a lot like yesterday. We've got some clouds around, a couple sprinkles too. The radar shows the heaviest rain, or the heaviest shower activity at least, is into down East Maine. The rest of us, this is really, really light stuff. And again, we saw that on Sunday too, a quick little shot of a rain shower, and then it would clear back out. And that's kind of the same environment that we're under at the moment. By the way, this is a storm system off to our north and east. That's why the rain is kind of moving in the opposite direction that you would typically think of there. And so that will continue to happen, things kind of backing in from northeast to southwest. Temperatures struggle. We're in the low 50s at best. Many of us are in the 40s through the rest of today with that isolated shower chance and a lot of clouds around. Showers continue over parts of down East Maine through around 10 o'clock tonight. The rest of us will clear out pretty rapidly and drop down to about 40 along the coastline. We'll be in the 30s away from the coast and just about freezing or so into the mountains and across northern Maine by tomorrow. Tomorrow's a nicer day when compared with today. There's more sunshine. We drop the shower chances. Temperatures aren't significantly pushed up by this, but we're able to get a few more spots perhaps in the mid-50s by tomorrow afternoon, especially along the coastline. Wednesday's another mixture of sun and clouds, and once again, temperatures are not extremely warm. We're ending up around 50 to 55 degrees by Wednesday afternoon. Next chance of rain comes in on Thursday late afternoon and into Thursday night. Last week, the models were really struggling with what to do with this. What did the system look like? And luckily over the weekend, they've come together in the same type of solution. So now it's just a matter of exact timing as to what happens here. And I think Thursday late afternoon, Thursday night is when we see our heaviest rain over southern and western Maine. And then by Friday morning, it's still raining into the mid-coast, into down East Maine as well. Some gusty winds involved in this, and a period of rain that will add up to around 1 to up to 2 inches of rain, depending on how exactly this all comes through. The good news is the models did speed this up a little bit from yesterday's runs so that we're able to clear out in time for the vast majority of the state for trick-or-treating, so we'll keep an eye on that part of it. Breezy, coolish over the weekend too, with wind gusts quite strong there. So I think the winds during this event, Thursday night and Friday, are on the line. It's probably not going to be a big deal, but we do have some wind gusts of 45 miles an hour or so, which traditionally, when you still have leaves on the trees, can be a little bit dicey. So I think we'll watch that along the coastline late Thursday night into early Friday morning. The coast, same situation over down East Maine. But I want to draw your attention to how windy it is on Saturday, too. Out of the west, which isn't usually as damaging of a wind direction for us, but consistently about 40 miles an hour through the day Saturday. So that's going to feel quite cool. All right, here's Hurricane Melissa. It is a Cat 5 hurricane. Really, really good symmetry with this storm, unfortunately. And although it is to the south of Jamaica, it's going to take an unusual turn and kind of double back, and that will put it right through Jamaica as a Cat 5, maybe a high-end Cat 4. It doesn't really matter, unfortunately. And it does look like it will be, unfortunately, a catastrophic storm for them. Then it goes out to sea and doesn't impact the continental United States. So that rains Thursday night, Friday. Again, I think we're in okay shape for trick-or-treating. We'll keep an eye on it because the models have moved back and forth on timing a bit on that. The weekend is fine. There's probably a lower chance of a shower than what we had this last weekend, but that wind on Saturday is legit. It's going to be breezy. If it's 30 mile per hour, 35 mile per hour wind gusts, and it's 50, that's pretty cool. And then sun and clouds on Sunday in the low 50s too. So
cool as in chilly.
Yeah,
not
not
like,
cool like it's a
cool.
affirmative positive thing
no.
necessarily, but that's where we're at. We shut it down. We're in the 50s for the foreseeable
This
future.
is where we're at.
Yep.
A lot of eyes on Friday with this wind.
I know.
There are concerns.
I don't. It's hard to predict power outages. That
Right,
caveat.
fair.
Upper 40s if we hit that along the coast with leaves on the trees. I would think we would have some.
Okay.
So just be a matter of magnitude.
All right, be prepared that could happen.
Yep.
All right. Keith, thank you.